What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, especially real recently, Marvel Studios has shown no hesitation to change the name of their projects, and in some cases, even after they're officially announced. Agatha all along changed its name at least 2 or 3 times throughout pre-production, and while that may have been on purpose for marketing, Marvel Studios certainly spun it that way. They also changed the name of Spider-Man freshman year to the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Captain America New World Order to Captain America Brave New World. Thunderbolts has an asterisk by the name, and via industry insiders, that indicates a name change in retrospect that might look something like Dark Avengers. And of course, Deadpool and Wolverine was only changed to that in last minute after the name Deadpool and Friend leaked online the night before the trailer went out. Ryan Reynolds freaked out at the reaction of everybody absolutely panning that name. Still, we may have yet another Marvel movie that's about to undergo a name change, and honestly, the circumstance around this leak is pretty hilarious. We're going to break down exactly where the new name got posted and how, and even though the person who posted it by accident went back to try to change it, they left the name up, and even after the change. We're breaking it all down, the new name for Fantastic Four, what the old one meant, and what this new one may actually mean. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Plus, my analytics indicate that a lot of you who watch the channel on the regular maybe haven't subscribed yet, so if you have, I cannot thank you enough, and for your ongoing support over the last 5 or 6 years. If you haven't and you enjoy the content, I would just kindly invite you to do so. Plus, you need to be subbed to win the next PS5, which is for Marvel What If at the end of the year. So if you're already watching the channel, you might as well. Okay, so this story actually starts 2 days ago with an article over on the Cosmic Circus written by Alex Perez. They're great. If you guys don't follow them already, check them out. They do great reporting. They went ahead and dug deep for some details as to what's going on with Herbie, the robot for the Fantastic Four, and on set. They were able to find that Jack Parker is actually playing Herbie, or rather he's going to be the puppeteer that's going to be operating him. Now, it's not exactly clear if he'll be doing the voice for Herbie, but interestingly enough, he actually has quite a few acting credits outside of just being a puppeteer alone, so there's a chance he may be taking over the character in its entirety, or it could be something like how Sean Gunn did the actions for Rocket, but Bradley Cooper voiced him. Now, people dug a little deeper to see whether it was one or the other, and it turns out where he had an employment listing on LinkedIn, he actually had it listed as acting, puppetry, plus one other skill, Herbie for the Fantastic Four, September 2024 to present. Except he listed the movie as Fantastic Four First Contact. The name of the film right now, at least the announced name, is Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, here's the hilarious part. After this caught a little virility online and social media, your mans or whoever runs his account doubled back to take the Herbie off the listing, but left the name of the film as Fantastic Four First Contact, as if he thought the leak was the fact that it was Herbie, and then left the First Contact up. And as many people pointed out, that's because to him it probably wasn't a mistake, and obviously this is incongruent with what we know the name to be. Now, the current announced name, First Steps, actually has 2 meanings. Obviously, it's an homage to the space race and the first steps on the moon. Fantastic Four, in this retro-futuristic world, are going to be space explorers. That's going to be part of their story. But it also has to do with the fact that they have a kid in Franklin Richards who will be a young child or baby when this film starts, and his first steps will be monumental for the future of the MCU, because if you know anything about Franklin Richards, he's a reality warper and easily one of the most powerful characters ever in the Marvel Universe. So First Steps actually seemed like a perfectly fitting title, as it had to do with double storylines, both which are integral to this film. However, First Contact seems like it's an even better name for this movie, considering what it's about to set up for the Fantastic Four's future in the Multiverse Saga and eventually Avengers Secret Wars. I believe if the film name truly is First Contact, it'll still be a double meaning title. The first of which will be homage to Star Trek First Contact, which we know Kevin Feige's the biggest Star Trek stan ever, and some degree so is Matt Shakman. So it would be a very, very fitting title in that sense. But also, we know that this movie is about to set up multiverses in a way that maybe haven't been explained just yet, even with the discourse we got in Multiverse of Madness and previously with Kang scenes. This is more of a first contact, perhaps, between multiverses. Remember, Nathaniel Richards, a distant relative of Reed Richards, who we'll meet in this film, was Kang the Conqueror. And although I know they have removed huge swaths, if not all, of the storyline and the part that Kang was going to play in the Multiverse Saga, still, the first contact could be the first multiversal contact between their realm and the 616. But keep in mind, in order for that to work, this is going to have to set up them coming to the 616 and prior to a lot of the multiverse visitors we've seen and during the Multiverse Saga, like the two Spider-Men, America Chavez, etc. So even though in my heart that's what I feel like First Contact would imply, something between their universe and the 616, etc., I'll put an asterisk by that again because there is the hang up with multiversal visitors already having come to the 616. Even though it doesn't feel like the 616 as a whole acknowledges the multiverse, they should be pretty well caught up if America Chavez and Wong taught anybody anything in anywhere in the world, and you wouldn't see them holding on to that information in light of what's going on with the Avengers. So I think if it hasn't happened already, America Chavez on screen with a huge exposition dump probably will likely be a lot of people in the 616 learning about the multiverse. So while we leave an asterisk by that, First Contact could also imply First Contact with Galactus, who we assume is going to be the big bad of the film, aside from the setup for Doctor Doom. Still, look, people make mistakes all the time, and it could be the fact that First Contact is the film that it is to a lot of people in the film industry, that he simply wrote that and because of what was on his brain, even though it was first steps, and then didn't acknowledge it, took Herbie off because he didn't realize that was a mistake because he didn't read it. That is certainly a possibility. But it is also certainly a possibility when you're updating that sort of stuff in a professional resume, say like LinkedIn or IMDb, that you proofread that thing a million times before you press enter and upload, and then even a million times after that, after you've uploaded it. So I find it hard to believe he would have wrote the wrong title by accident and not caught it not one time, even after he had to revisit the profile and apparently take down Herbie. Still, you guys let me know what you think down below. What's a better title? And if it does end up changing to First Contact, what do you think the context of that name is actually going to mean? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Last night, for the full breakdown and Easter egg video for the double episode finale of Agatha All Along, we announced a brand new PS5 winner, and there will be another one in just a couple of months in December when What If drops. Basically, we give one away for every TV show and movie. Next year, there's going to be a ton. We're also going to do some giveaways in December for the holiday, some smaller prizes. If you want to be entered to win for either or any of the other future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos live in the segment we've got here, so please make sure to stay safe and vigilant really on any platform. And if you should get a spam comment trying to convince you to pay for shipping for a prize, please remember, no content creator, myself included, will ever charge you for shipping. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. Find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at @I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.